Lab 4 representative would like to present you the impact of quality of sleep among Year 2 medical students during MCO on their academic performance. So, the introduction. In December 2019, the World Health Organization (WHO) announced the outbreak of SARS-CoV-2, leading to COVID-19 disease, which forced Malaysian government to implement a nationwide movement control order on the 18th of March. It resulted in a significant and immediate change of lifestyle due to home confinement situation, and changes in lifestyle have negative consequences for psychological health and well-being, including sleep problems. So, our purpose of our study is to explore how the quality of sleep and academic performance among Year 2 UK medical students are affected due to the MCO. Abstract. Malaysia declared the Movement Control Order on March 2020. As a consequence, schools, colleges, universities have been made online. The purpose of this research is to explore the impact of quality of sleep among Year 2 medical students during the MCO on their academic performance. PPUKM Year 2 medical students were given a questionnaire to answer while their sleep quality and academic performance were assessed. We then determined the correlation between these two variants. So the result of our research is there is no significant correlation between the quality of sleep and the academic performance among the students before MCO and during MCO. So there are 3 research questions, which is first one, how does quarantine during movement controls order MCO affect a student's quality and quantity of sleep? Next, how does quantity and quality of sleep affect a student's academic performance? And are there any other factors influencing academic performance other than sleep? Objectives. We divide them into general and specific. General objectives. To study and compare the correlation between the quality of sleep and academic performance among medical students before and during MCO. Specific objectives. To compare the quality of sleep and academic performance among second-year UKM medical students before and during MCO. To study the correlation between the quality of sleep and the academic performance among Year 2 UKM medical students before and during MCO. Hypothesis. The quality of sleep among second-year UKM medical students and their academic performance during MCO is lower as compared to before MCO. There is a significant positive correlation between the quality of sleep and the academic performance among Year 2 UK medical students before and during MCO. Literature review. So based on a few research that we have referred to, which is Kana Okano, Medeiros et al.'s, and Bedi et al. Study, proves that students that sleep longer duration has better sleep quality and greater sleep consistency. While research which was conducted in the Bandar Abbas Medical School in Iran has proved that better sleep quality proves better academic performance. Methodology. We have used cross-sectional study for our research design, and our research is basically focused on Year 2 UK medical students. We have used stratified random sampling, and for the data collection, self-administered close-ended questionnaires were given to 103 respondents from October 2020 to November 2020. The sources of data, sleep quality PSQI question tests, and academic performance learning self-efficacy LSAS. Data analysis, we use Spearman's raw correlation and Wilcoxon signed rank tests. So there are few limitations. The scope of limitations include the respondents might half-heartedly answer the questions, which lead to unreliable results. Next, there would be also some respondents that do not frequently assess themselves of their sleep quality and academic performance on a daily basis.
Alright, now I'm going to continue with the results of research. So they are roughly the demographic data regarding our respondents. Okay, now we'll go firstly to the duration of sleep per night before and during MCO. So before MCO, almost half of the students, they sleep roughly 6 hours or below than that. However, during MCO, we can see here, roughly among the respondents, they sleep about from 6 to 8 hours, which indicative of increase in terms of the duration of sleep per night. Next. This is for the time of sleep before and during MCO. Before MCO, most of them sleep at regular hours. mostly at 12 a.m. However, during MCO, you can see here there is very obvious and literal irregular patterns in terms of their time of sleep. Next, discussion. So here's the descriptive this table showing the descriptive statistics of our research. So the important point here is that the median for both the sleep quality and academic performance before and during MCO, there is a decrease in terms of the median, okay, respectively for both variables. However, the value of the medians for before and during MCO is still above the cutoff point. Next. We also conducted the Wilcoxon sign rank test. So there are two null hypotheses here. Firstly, the median of differences between sleep quality before and sleep quality after equals 0. This one is retained. However, for the median of differences between academic performance before and academic performance during equals 0, for this one it is rejected. Next, we also conducted the Spearman's rule correlation. Okay, so here this involved the sleep quality and academic performance before MCO. We found out that the correlation coefficient is equal to 0.016. And for the Spearman's rule correlation involving the sleep quality and academic performance during MCO, the correlation coefficient that we obtained is equal to 0.148. Now we are going to discuss briefly about all of the statistical tests that we have conducted just now. So firstly, involving the Spearman's correlation test. Okay, so both the correlation coefficient values that we get for the quality and academic performance before and also during MCO, they are 0.016 and also 0.148 respectively. This is indicative of non-significant correlation, which opposes the idea of the literature review as explained by Yakshini just now. Okay, for example, the research conducted in the Bandar Abbas Medical School. Alright, so why does this occur? Because we believe that the medical students of UKM, they have better adaptation to stresses and also pressures. So why is this? Because it is also explained possibly explained by the UKM system itself, because almost each and every month there will be an examination for them. So they are used to the system where they are going to have exam every month. So they are very, very adapted to this such stresses and pressure caused by the exam. And then next, for the Wilcoxon sign rank test, we also do that for two variables. Firstly, the sleep quality before versus during MCO, and also the academic performance before versus during MCO. As for the sleep quality, we found out that the sleep value is 0.209, which is different than the null hypothesis. This concludes that there is no significant median difference. However, for the academic performance before versus during MCO, the sleep value is 0.000 equals to the null hypothesis. This concludes that there is significant difference. So we also come up with possible explanation for this, which is why there is significant difference in terms of the academic performance, but no difference for the sleep quality is because it is influenced by other factors. This includes the lack of motivation. This is involved with the second factor, which is the change of study method. Due to the implementation of the MCO, the students are forced to go home, most of them, and at home they are subjected to some kind of limitation. For example, they have to share their gadgets with other siblings, as well as there is no peer support at all. So they feel not competitive at all. So they will be needing or requiring additional pusher in order to consistently learning. Alright, next. For the conclusions, we have three. Firstly, there is no significant difference in the quality of sleep among the second year medical students before versus during MCO. Two, there is an increase in the academic performance among the students before MCO as compared to during MCO. And lastly, there is no significant correlation between the quality of sleep and the academic performance among the students before MCO and during MCO. We also come up with some suggestion that the sample size should not only be taken from second year medical students in UKM, but also from other medical students in UKM, as well as from those from other universities too, because we believe that the bigger the sample, the more accurate the results will be. The ratio of female and male should be equally taken. Not to forget, the CGPA of the student should also be taken into consideration. So that's all from us. Thank you very much.